Private jets in the sky.
Good morning, good morning, good morning. You already know it's the No Longer Trap Podcast, baby. It's Monday. Let's go, man. Violate that like button today, man. Straight up. Hit that like button, man. Let's go. Shout out to my brother Joe Lisi and my whole Fit First crew. Let's go, man. It's Monday. All gas.
I wanna be rich, yeah. Living my life hopping by. I wanna be rich, yeah. Steams on the passport, I'm grinding. I wanna be rich, yeah. I'm stacking. I wanna be rich, yeah. I wanna be rich.
Let's go.
I wanna be rich.
Early to rise, checking my checklist.
It's gonna buffer for a couple seconds, then it's gonna come through, so don't leave when you see it buffer.
Off the meter. Young lad, putting the scuff on my sketches. Now I'm grown, putting better stuff in my dresses. Black feet, white sand in a pocket, locked in. Feeling like the one if it's too calling it popped in.
Want money, lots and lots of money. Private jets in the sky. I want money, lots and lots of
Grand Rising, you're all Grand Rising. Unique. Shout out to my brother Unique, the Black Business Network. Oh yeah. Shout out to Mecca.
Stamps on the passport, I'm grinding. I wanna be rich, yeah. I'm stacking. I wanna be rich, yeah.
We're going to talk about this autism walk. Shout out to everybody that participated in the autism walk yesterday. Salute to you, man. We're going to talk right about it, man.
Switching time zones, private planes, I'd rather get in. I didn't always have money, but I had a vision.
Grand Rising.
I felt like it's at its limit. All day I'm feeling like the chorus.
I want money, lots and lots of money.
Let's get it, baby.
Private jets.
Sharon, good morning. Julie, good morning. Sharon, good morning. Grand Rising. Grand Rising, man. Hit that like button. Let's hit that like button right on the way in, man.
I wanna be rich, yeah. Living my life hopping by. I wanna be rich, yeah. Stamps on the passport, I'm grinding. I wanna be rich, yeah. I'm stacking. I wanna be rich, yeah.
Nicole, good morning. Grand Rising, Nicole. Oh yeah. Let's go, baby. Shout out to Miss Diva LLC in the building. Let's get it, baby. It's the No Longer Trap Podcast, man. We lit. Grand Rising to everyone. Grand Rising to everyone. All right, first and foremost, man, I got to say this, man. I want to say shout out to everyone, man, that participated in the autism walk yesterday at Garden Park, man. Hey, man. All right. First and foremost, right? For yours that probably didn't see it, I don't know if y'all seen it or not. I had to break up a fight. And I didn't know I was going to be on social media like this. But it just happened. I was in my car. If those that was there or that seen the video, I was in my car. And we in Garden Park and the line to get into the event was so packed. You understand what I'm saying? So there was cars. And I guess the altercation happened with the car in front of me. In the other car, I don't know. All I seen was two people get out the car. At first, I seen the men, they squared up. And then I seen the women, and I seen a little kid get hit. When I seen the kid get hit, that's what sprung me out my car. You understand what I'm saying? It sprung me out my car, I broke it up. You know what I'm saying? We had a dope event, man. So shout out to everybody that was there. You understand what I'm saying? And the young man that I grabbed up, man, I'm glad you didn't try to swing on me, man. I'm glad you didn't do that. You understand what I'm saying? I'm glad we got this over with and we got to the event. We got peacefully. And shout out to Mac Alright, man. You know what I'm saying? Cause Mac definitely. Hey Mac, I gotta say this though. Mac, you had me feeling like I had to show because I didn't think there was gonna be no people. I didn't know if there was gonna be no people. So I really stand behind this. So I was showing, man, when I showed up at the Garden Park, can I tell you, man, I never seen this many people. Yo, shout out to my city, man. Shout out to the state of Rhode Island, man. The city of Providence, East Greenwich, for hosting that. Hey, but I just gotta say this. Yo, my city, man. Yo, salute to my city, man. Yo, my city stands up for autism, man. Yo, to be there, and shout out to my guy. You know what I'm saying? My guy. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Rel, man. 662. You heard? I seen him there with his daughter. You understand what I'm saying? But yo, man, shout out to my city, all the people that come out from my city to support autism. Yo, I didn't know so many. I heard so many stories yesterday. And I gotta say, man, after hearing all them stories, it's us as a community. We are these children's medication. There's not no medication that the doctors can help for autism. This is my personal. After talking with people and I slept on it and I thought about it and I said to myself, it's us. We are the medication for autism. Us people. We have to be more genuine. We have to be more patient with these people. We have to be more loving. We gotta, it's us. Yo, these children are brilliant children. We just have to be patient. Not the mothers and fathers are already patient with these children. The mothers and fathers will already lay their lives for these children. It's us as a community. We have to have that same love and that same respect for autism like the mother and father does. This is going to help these kids flourish. This is my personal opinion. This is just me just after talking with parents and after talking with autism children. Yo, this is my personal opinion. You know what I'm saying? This is how I feel. You know what I'm saying? I feel that me riding by somebody with autism is wrong. Me walking by when I see somebody in the market with a child with autism, I'm gonna be more happy. I'm gonna initiate it. How you doing? How you all right? Hey, I'm gonna initiate it. I'm not gonna look at them like different kind of people. We have to once we see Samantha with her son and if we see her struggling, we have to go as a community and help her. We have to start initiating it instead of sitting back and just going feeling bad. This is just my personal outlook on it. You understand what I'm saying? This is just my personal outlook on it. Some people might look at it different, but this is how I look at it. You understand what I'm saying? And I slept on it and I said I wanted to share this with y'all. You know what I'm saying? And I know y'all are gonna tell me if I'm reaching or you know what I'm saying? But that's just me. Just from being around them yesterday and showing. I talked to more autistic children yesterday than I've ever did in my life. I've interacted with more autistic children than I've ever did in my life yesterday. So I don't know how to put this without it sounding all right. When I was growing up, I can't say that we picked on them people because we never did. But we didn't want to have nothing to do with them. That's the devil in us. Well, them now look, Instead of going over there and embracing them, how you doing? They probably can play basketball. They could do all of that. Yesterday, they could do all of that. It's just patience teaching them. It's patience teaching them. They can play video games. Y'all watch, they can do a lot of things. It just takes patience. And after seeing that yesterday, I know that I'm going to have way more patience with autistic children. I'm going to be way more friendly with autistic children. That's just me. And with the parents. Because sometimes, after talking with a parent, sometimes these parents need a pat on the shoulder, man. Sometimes these parents need, you're doing a great job. Keep up the work. Sometimes these parents need a break. Sometimes these parents need a pat on the back sometimes. You understand what I'm saying? These parents need that extra help. So I'm asking anybody here on the No Longer Trap podcast, if you know anybody with autistic children or autistic child, reach out to them and see if they need any help. That's all. Just see if they need any help. Hey, do you need any help? Do you need any help, bro? What can I do to help you today? I don't know what it is. You need me to come by and take the garbage out? I don't know what you need me to do. You understand what I'm saying? But I want to help you out today. Just call somebody with an autistic child and just ask them, how can I help out today? Because I'm going to help out a few today. And they know who they are. I'm just going to pull up to their house. How can I help? How can I help? I don't know what you want. You need me to go to the store, get some bread, milk? I'm with it. I'm going to play Uber Eats today. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. You understand what I'm saying? That's how I feel. You know what I'm saying? Oh, Mac. Shout out to Mac. All right. He said his son's 11 years old and his computer skills are amazing. My computer skills are terrible. My computer skills are terrible. You know what I'm saying? So shout out to Miss Jackson in the building too. But I want to end this. I got a lot of topics today. You know what I'm saying? And I don't want to stay on this too long. But I just want to thank everybody again. Mac, this is personal, man. I just want to thank you, Mac, for letting me be a part of that, man. Taking me out my element and put me into another element, Mac. You know what I'm saying? I thank you, man. Because that's going to further, what you did is going to further me in life, man. You know what I'm saying? You open my heart up. Yo, Mac, man, I thank you, brother. You understand what I'm saying? And I also want to thank everybody that was there yesterday. And I know Mac wants to thank everyone that got a hoodie T-shirt off him, man. He appreciates it. I'm going to speak for him. You know what I'm saying? And I'm going to say thank you for him. You understand what I'm saying? So I appreciate everybody. Thank you, man. If you got somebody that suffers from autistic, you know what I'm saying? If you know somebody, reach out to them, man. Just ask them how they need you, man. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to my brother Chief Rocket in the building. In the building. You know what I'm saying? Yo, Chief, that shit was dope yesterday, man.
What's that?
Let me get a mic check over there, pause.
1 2 1 2. What was dope?
The autistic, as far as with the autistic children yesterday. Is that somebody standing there? Yeah, somebody. With Garden Park with Mac Alright with the autistic children. I went to that yesterday.
Oh, you went to that yesterday?
I had to break up a fight, Chief. Oh my God!
I
don't know. Two dudes started fighting in front of me. In the car, we was waiting to go right into the park, and they started fighting in front of me. A kid came out and tried to break it up and got hit. It was dropped, the shit was split. Once I seen the kid get hit, I jumped out the car.
Oh, damn.
You know what I'm saying? And I grabbed him. You know what I'm saying? And the other dude jumped in his car. I thought he was going to, I don't even want to get more into it. But it's over with. You understand what I'm saying? And look at Princess. She hears you.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Thank you, Mac, man. I appreciate you, man, because like I told you, man, you opened my heart up to a whole different thing, man. And and made me understand more. I already knew that parents was the strongest people in the world that I see with autistic children. But yesterday, after meeting a lot of parents, I'm trying to have a parent. I don't want to talk about it, but we're definitely gonna be talking about autistic here on the No Longer Try podcast. All right. So without further ado, man, I got a serious topic. I don't know a lot of details about it, but I want to elaborate on it because it's a serious topic. All right. So we supposedly got a serial killer in our city. All right. And I want everybody to really pay attention to what I'm about to say. Because I'm not factual right now. I'm not telling you I'm factual. I heard a lot of different versions, a lot of different stories, and I'm trying to figure out which is to go on, because I don't know if anybody knows what's going on. This serial killer in Rhode Island, right? He's targeting the same type of woman. Is this factual? You understand what I'm saying? Is he targeting the same type of woman? He's targeting, or she, whoever this serial killer is targeting the same type of women. Yeah, I know. Chief's a Google star. I know that he's Googling it.
Yeah. I'm just reading the headlines of what they're saying. They're trying to say the Groton police are debunking the serial killer theories. They said New England serial killer police say there's no proof. Internet, it was like New England residents fear possible serial killer after 8 deaths.
8 murders up to New England. 8 murders.
They said after an 8th person was killed in New England, people in some communities fear there would be a serial killer in the area, though police have said there is not. Damn, so there was a body in Springfield, Killingly, Foster, New Haven, Connecticut, Groton, Connecticut, Norwalk, Connecticut, Plymouth. I forget where else they just said.
So basically, they're saying it's in Connecticut.
New England, period. You know, New England's made up of 6 states. So, you know what I'm saying? You got Connecticut, Rhode Island, Massachusetts.
Shout out to my brothers out there in CG.
Vermont, New Hampshire.
That's a wild story, but I don't know if anybody on the chat knows anything about it, but you know what I'm saying? I don't know what I'm saying. What time is it?
They said the majority of the people that were found dead were women, but some of the remains have not been identified, and some genders are unknown. This dude's doing some shit.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And also switching to some other news. Hey, I want to let y'all know, everybody in the chat, on May 7th, right, the new IDs, that's the deadline for the new IDs. All right, so if you ain't got a new ID with a star on it, I need you to go down to the thing and get your star right now, because you got to May 7th to get it. You understand what I'm saying? So now, if you don't have it, you can't get on the airplanes. So I need y'all right now. We travel in Rhode Island. We don't sit around in Rhode Island. We travel. We get on planes in Rhode Island. So I need everybody to go get your star. Go get your star on your ID now. So you don't got to have a passport, because the only way you can get on a plane now is you got to have your passport. So if you got a passport and you want to carry your passport with your ID everywhere, that's what you're going to have to do. You know what I'm saying? But right now, you got to May 7th to go down there and get it. You know what I'm saying? They're $35. Okay, they're $35. You know what I'm saying? Not bad. You know what I'm saying? Because I paid $200 for my passport. You know what I'm saying? So you see the $35 or $200. You understand what I'm saying? All right. So I wanna switch speeds while Chief said, man. I gotta ask Chief a question. So Kanye West said that.
Poor.
That was poor. I knew you was gonna find that funny. I knew he was gonna find that funny.
He said, "Stop playing, man."
Yo, I swear.
He said, "Stop playing, man."
As soon as I heard him say it, I said, "I can't wait to ask Chief how he feels about this." Yo, I feel terrible about this, man. I feel so terrible about this that I'm not a Kanye West. Now, can I tell you why, Chief?
Well, he'll say outlandish stuff, but I think it is all to sell records.
No, it is. But I just want to say this, Chief. Chief, if he said that about Little Boosie, right? What the fuck do you think he thinks about us?
Well, check this out first before we go in. He don't think nothing about us. I'll say that off rip. But you got to think about it. Kanye got an album. He always says the most controversial shit when his album comes out, or he'll start with somebody else that got a lot of people paying attention to them. Mm-hmm. Every time Boosie says something, what happens?
People pay attention.
It goes viral or whatever. Put your pussy lips on camera for $1,000.
He said that. Didn't he say that to him?
Put your pussy lips on camera for $1,000.
He said, put your pussy lips on camera for $1,000. He was going to give her $1,000.
He was. That's why his Instagram got shut down.
All right, so you're thinking that
he's just doing that because it's going to make some controversy and it's going to get a lot of attention and then people are going to go buy his album.
You think that he's doing all of he's already a billionaire, bro.
No matter.
You think he's still doing antics?
Yes. He says he controls the internet. Every time he does something, where's Kanye at?
Viral.
On the internet. We don't even know Kanye and we're talking about him. We don't give two damns.
We don't give two damns, man. Kanye, man, he just bugging. He got us talking about him at the No Longer Trap podcast. Because he's doing crazy shit after crazy shit. What is this Rapid Monday?
That's not Tay, is it?
Huh? Nah,
I knew that was. I was arguing with somebody that Tasty Cupcake is not Tay Harris.
Hey, you know what it is? I'm moving through. I don't want to get stuck on too many topics because we're getting ready to get into a big topic in the Jumanji Sports Jump Off. So I want to save that topic for you know what I'm saying? Because that's going to be a real topic that I'm saving for my brother.
Dennis said, what's this, Rapid Monday? He said, you've been through 10 topics in 30 minutes.
That's why I said that. That's why. That's why I said that. You know what I'm saying? Nah, but far as that's not a topic. I was giving the information. You understand what I'm saying, Dennis?
What up, Dennis?
Now, I was giving out information with the new IDs because that's something that I think that because we don't pay attention to that in the community. You ask motherfuckers, yo, what's the star on the ID? Nobody knows.
All the other stuff on there that indicates if you're an organ donor or not, or
Yeah.
whatever.
So information like that, people don't know about.
No, it's funny you even say that. Like, sometimes you say some shit that, like, I can't stand a motherfucker that don't listen to information.
Hell yeah.
Like, I'm not the smartest dude in the world,
Me neither.
but I'm a very smart motherfucker.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I listen to information.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yes.
some people really got a problem with
listen.
taking information. I think it's just because it comes from certain people.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
You ever been explaining
I'm
to your
sick
girl
of you
something?
hard-headed motherfucker.
Have you ever been in a situation where you was explaining to your female, your
They're
girl,
the main ones.
and she don't listen to what you're saying?
They're the main ones that don't fucking listen.
Yeah, I hate that. Mm-hmm. I hate that explaining myself to somebody that you're talking before you even get into what I'm saying to you.
Yeah.
Before I'm telling you that the dude's in the backyard with the gun waiting for you, you're telling me, yeah, I don't give up. Ain't nobody gonna do nothing to me. I got my gun right here around me. Before I can tell you, that ain't gonna help you because when you walk in that backyard, they're waiting for you in there to get you. You understand what I'm saying?
Then they come back, they don't even want to tell you that they was back. You was right, or whatever.
Dennis said, what up? Top of the morning.
Yeah.
TJ.
I said what up to Dennis first.
Oh, yeah. Yo, you heard?
Peace, TJ.
A serial killer, man. That serial killer shit is crazy. But what if we do got a serial killer, Chief? You want to go hunt him down?
No.
Nah, you wouldn't go hunt a serial killer down, Chief?
For what?
For some bank.
You better have some cereal.
No, I'm talking
that shit's serious or whatever. But like, I don't know. Why would I be trying to hunt down a motherfucking serial killer? You know what I'm saying? Serial killers are crazy. They set traps. They set booby traps and shit. You know what I'm saying? They lure you. You know what I'm saying? I ain't walking into no trap to get fucking killed and mutilated and then chop my shit off, pause, and they can't determine whether I'm a male or a female. You know what I'm saying?
Yo, that's crazy. And then when we was talking about the other day, I got a lot of feedback, and that's what I wanted to talk about. About when we was talking about, do men always supposed to pay for the food when we go out to eat with a woman, right? Now, to the people that inboxed me and said that only broke niggas let women pay for food. Hey, listen.
That's bullshit.
That's bullshit. That's bullshit. That's bullshit. I don't want to put the person that said it out there because I rise with you. I don't want people to look at you different. But, listen, you gotta, hey, yo, let me tell you something. Sometimes awful. I'm gonna 99.999 times I'm gonna pay for it. But god damn it, you could choose that 1 point to say, yo, here's my card. I want to pay for dinner today. Have you ever been taken out to eat?
Yeah.
That's good. I've been taken
Enough.
Not enough. All right, so if you have taken out a person 100 times, how many times have they taken you out?
Out of 100?
Mm-hmm. No, you took them out 100, and they took you out in your lifetime. If you could just, I'm not sifting nobody. I'm just saying.
I could probably count on both hands and not all my fingers.
I don't get that.
I could count on both hands, but not all my fingers.
You said you lost me again. Your grandfather must have taught you that you're trying to put tricks.
How many fingers you got?
10.
I can't use all of them to say how many times I went out. I can use both hands.
Is that right and exact though?
Not for everybody. That's just my roundabout number.
No, I'm just saying. No, is that a terrible number?
Compared to 100?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you feel as though a woman should go 50-50 then? Damn.
Not all the time. I'm saying if you're inviting, if you got it, then all right, you can take care of it. You know what I'm saying?
I'm going to be honest with you. Fuck it. I'm going to tell you. If you are if you are a eater, like, hey, come on, let's go out to eat. Let's go out to eat. Yo, I think if you keep asking me to go out to eat,
That's an invitation.
Paying. Yes, you must be paying.
Yeah.
Right? Now, if I'm offering, yo, I want to go check out, I think whoever offers, I can't say that. But I'm just saying.
So you got to say that because you mean to tell me if a female steps to you and be like, oh, let's go out to eat. And you're like, okay. And then you go.
I got to pay. That's not right. Yeah, then you pick the restaurant.
You as a man or us as men want to date a woman and you want to take her out, you're obviously inviting her, so then that's on you. There's nothing wrong with that part right there, like that in that sense. But if you the type of motherfucking, I don't know, if you the type of female you feel like you want to go out every night to fucking eat, and just because you're with a nigga or dealing with a nigga don't mean he got to pay for that shit all the time. What the fuck is wrong with you?
I'm saying,
get your ass in the fucking kitchen.
You don't know how to
cook. Go to fucking grocery store.
You don't know how to cook.
Know what I'm saying?
Let's see what Tasty says. Facts, you can treat each other. That's what Mr. Jackson says. I know for a fact my brother will have pocket full of money and still let Shorty pay. She asks him, he ain't asking her. Oh, all right. So I'm just saying though.
I would. I'm not gonna say that. I gonna say that. I said.
Say that shit. Fuck that. Say that shit.
All right. So you take a shorty out, right? And nah, I ain't gonna say that.
Hell yeah. Telling me soft if you don't say it. Telling me soft. I need everybody in the chat to say, Chief, you're soft. You ain't gonna say it. You ain't gonna say it, Chief. You ain't gonna say it. This is the No Longer Trap podcast.
I ain't gonna say it.
Paying, taking turns, paying.
Yeah, that's all right.
Yeah, no, they always start off, we can take turns. I've been there. I've been there, Miss Jackson. That shit always is take turns and you're trying to take me to Subway. But you want to go to Roof Crips.
Oh, God.
Yo, the shit she be thinking about in his head. That's what I'm talking about. This is what I'm talking about right here.
Yo, say it, Daisy. Daisy Cake says, say it. That's it. Say it. Say it with your chest out and your shoulders out, too.
S-O-F-T. Soft. Fuck it.
Say it, Chief. You're being soft.
I don't care.
You always say you're being soft.
I don't care what y'all say. Y'all ain't the ones that gotta fight my fights. So shut the fuck up.
Spill the bill. Split the bill. I say,
split the bill.
Nah, that split the bill shit's weak.
What?
That tipping the waitress shit is weak.
What if you don't got it?
Because I don't want my woman to, and that's another thing. Can we talk? Oh, let me make sure I ain't going over Sports Jam. Yes, it is. It's the Sports Jam time. You know what I'm saying? So we'll get back to that in a second. Let's get to the Sports Jam. You know what I'm saying? Let's get to the Sports Jam. Let's get to this.
Jumanji Sports Jam jump off.
You dig?
I don't care D, I don't care Long, I don't care Miss Jackson. None of yous fight my fights, so I'm not gonna
Sports
say shit.
Jam jump off. Let's get it. Jumanji Sports Jam jump off.
You dig? You dig?
Hey,
Let's get it, baby.
What up, Jumanji?
Good morning. Good morning,
what?
brother.
what up, Barati? Say it.
Hey, yo, you hear me? Before we start this off, I gotta let everybody know this. Before T.I. goes in, me and T.I., I'm gonna let you explain it, T.I. I don't even want to explain. I've been thinking about it all night. I don't even think about it. I'm gonna let T.I.
All right.
explain.
First things first. What's up, everybody in the chat? What's up, Chief? What's up, Trap? Blessings
what up?
to everybody. But we ready to get this thing lit. Like Ant-Man said, he want all the smoke. I'm getting ready to bring y'all all the smoke. But before we get to NBA, I want to get to this NFL. We started speaking on Friday about the NFL draft and how Shedeur Sanders got
Blackballed.
he got blackballed in the first round. And I tried to give the NFL the benefit of the doubt of it just wasn't his time and he was going to get picked. But you know, Trap, I watched this whole draft the whole weekend, and I watched a lot of different programs on it throughout the weekend. And yeah, he did what the NFL did, what the higher ups did to him. It was a travesty happening. But he took that shit. He ended up getting drafted in the 5th round, pick number 144 to the Cleveland Browns, where prior in the 3rd round, they took that quarterback, Dylan Gabriel. So I don't know what they're going to do, if they're going to trade him, but he did get drafted in the 5th round. But what the NFL did to that man, it should show everybody. And I'm not pulling a racist card, but it should show everybody what the billionaires in the NFL
How much
really
power
think
people
about
got,
black
man?
people.
How much power people got. And I want to say this real quick, T.I. Now, when me and T.I. was first talking about this, T.I. was defending the NFL. T.I. was going, nah, Trap. He was giving me every reason why. And he almost had me convinced that teams didn't need quarterbacks. You understand what I'm saying? I swear he did. Because T.I. was coming from a place, he don't got nothing. I know how he is. He don't got nothing out of this. So he was, I was
coming from a place where, I love sports. I enjoy sports. And I didn't want to think that the NFL was taking that young brother, mind you, that has never had any off-field issues.
Any off-field.
They don't give a damn.
He likes to be flashy. He likes to show out just like his dad, but he never had no issues with police. He never had no gang issues, no gang affiliation issues, no drug issues,
Nothing.
no nothing. And they took it because he is who he is, and his dad is who he is, and because the way he represented himself at some of the pro camps, he's not the only person to ever do stuff like that, and they blackballed him.
Johnny Manziel did it the worst.
Johnny Manziel did it.
I'm telling you,
Mayfield
like that
did it.
dude's talent is unbelievable, and one of the areas that I hate Jumanji where he gets compared to his father. It's like the same thing for me when niggas talk about LeBron and fucking Mike. They're two totally different positions, even though they play the same sport. Shador's a quarterback. His father wasn't a quarterback, but his dad played both sides of the ball. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I don't think he should be catching any flack because of who his dad is, on top of what you just said, with him also not coming with no controversy. That
Right.
nigga's talent exceeds a lot of the motherfuckers that got picked way before him. All of them.
And I gotta say this.
All of them.
There was five quarterbacks taken before him and 7 taken after him. There was a total of 13 quarterbacks taken in the draft. It wasn't a strong draft this year for quarterbacks. It was kind of a weak draft for quarterbacks. But the 5 quarterbacks that went before him, there was only two that had higher numbers than him, and that was Jackson Dart and Cam Ward.
All right, so check it out, though. Now, you know this, no matter what sport it is, anyway, when it comes down to picking is also strategy as well, right? You agree with that?
I agree.
All right, so if these teams that had these first picks know they need certain pieces and parts, but they might not need a quarterback, why one of them front-running motherfuckers pick that nigga up and then trade him for the pieces that they needed, and he could have still been in a team where he could still be, do his thing and showcase his talent and be marketable?
Because and I'm saying it right here. Trap said it, and Nine said it. He was blackballed. And,
I know that the race card is definitely in effect.
No. Hold up. This is what I'm saying. I agree with you. What you said. If another team should pick him up and they know what they need, they can still take him with him. Yes, but they didn't. They all got within each other and they said no. Don't fuck with this dude. Let this dude sit for a little bit and let him soak for a little bit.
I want to know what the foundation, besides the fact of him being black and being Deion's son, I want to know through all those racist owners collectively what they had to sit on foundation-wise to get on the phone with all their GMs or coaches and be like, y'all better not pick that nigga.
Yes.
They didn't have anything to stand on other than they billionaires, they white, and they all stay together and they're fixed on their old ways. And I'm not saying this to be racist because I'm not racist, but I'm just saying what it is. The NFL showed their color and showed that it's still America is still.
Do you think they're mad at him about his NIL deal and money that he's made and generated before even coming to the NFL? You think that's a factor?
I don't think they're mad at him about it, but they're saying this dude makes more money than a lot of the assistant coaches in the NFL, and they kind of want it, but see.
But you can't use that against somebody.
No, they can't use it. They shouldn't use it against him, but they are.
Well, look what Dennis just
saying
said. Dennis said he went back what we said a little bit. He said he comes with controversy, but he hasn't been in any controversy. He don't got nothing bad with him.
Yes, what do you mean controversy, Dennis? Because he's flashy?
And then this is the other thing I want to say about his talent and not who he is or what he is. Because, you know what I'm saying? Like, Colorado, that team, they was exciting to watch. They had some, dope players or whatever. They got a lot of, whatever that with them and stuff or whatever. But Shador, that team didn't have an offensive line. Like a lot of them other teams that with the quarterbacks that went before him and stuff or whatever. And look at his numbers still. That's not convincing.
He was the fourth ranked quarterback as far as yardage and only 170 yards separated 2, 3, and 4.
With no offensive line.
With no offensive line. He got sacked 92 times this year. He only missed one game.
Damn, Dennis said It's definitely about the money, but like he lost over $40 million by falling where he fell. Plus his endorsements will question endorsing him further. I don't know. I don't know if the endorsement. I think endorsements will probably still fuck with him because he got a lot of attention, and that's a product you're talking about. You know what I'm saying? But definitely lost a lot of money falling that far in the draft because now, even though Cleveland's up and coming team and shit, but they got him for the low.
Yes.
They're gonna do like look what happened to Jackson from Baltimore.
They helped the owners.
But look what happened with Jackson from Baltimore. For 3 years, he was putting in work, but he had to play for the rookie contract.
Yep.
Yeah, and that's what Shador loses out on. He loses out on that guarantee.
And I know Shador got the best in the top agents. You know what I'm saying?
He loses out on a lot, huh, Jumanji?
But I guess that's the NFL's leverage too. Besides letting him know you a nigga. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? They're gonna dictate that pocket too.
Hey, Chief. You getting trap on me, man.
What's trap? Oh, I got him.
What?
Huh?
You keep cutting me off, man.
Oh, my bad.
What he was trying to tell you, and you know what it is? Probably you can't hear him like I can hear him.
No, I can't.
Yeah, you can't. That's what it is. I got to get you the headphones. I got him to it right here. I just had to get this.
Yeah, but now I agree with everything you're saying. With Baltimore,
you can hear him now. See,
Lamar Jackson had to earn his keep, and Shador gonna do the same thing, whether it's in Cleveland or they use him for a trade piece and trade him off someplace, and he says he don't want to go. And for Pittsburgh, this is kind of to Jasenia. She was talking about Will Howard would be a good pick for them in Pittsburgh. Pittsburgh ended up taking Will Howard at pick number 185 in the 6th round. So she got her thing. And then for Mr. Irrelevant this year, for New England got homeboy from Memphis, the cornerback from Memphis, Kobe Minor. So he's Mr. Irrelevant this year. And let's just hope that Shador, his fire is lit, and he comes in there and does some Ant-Man thing. And I'm saying it like that because I'm going right into the NBA right now. We had some fire and some smoke this weekend for the playoffs. Oklahoma City, they're done. They're out. The Lakers is down 3-1 to the Wolves. Ant-Man came in there and he showed his behind yesterday with 43, 9, and 6. Doncic had 38. LeBron had 27, but that's not enough because, like I said earlier, right? Trap, they don't have a big man. They need a big man because Doncic likes throwing that lob. He likes bringing that. The Celtics are up 3-1 on the Magic.
TI last night.
The Pacers are up 3-1 on the Bucks. And the Bucks are probably done because Damian Lillard tore his Achilles last night in the first quarter, so they done. The Knicks are going to close out the Pistons on Tuesday. They're going to close them out. Now this is what I'm leading up to because Trap asked me for some information on a basketball card on some picks yesterday. He went and placed a bet. Had the Lakers and I took Memphis in the game. He went with the Lakers. The spread was 1.5. Was 1.5.
2.5.
2.5. I'm sorry. The spread was 2.5. The Lakers was getting 2.5. They lost by 3. If they would have covered that spread, Trap had 20 bands in his pocket right now.
$20,000.
That's the only thing he lost there.
I lost $20,000 last night.
He covered all the overs. He covered all the spreads in everything else except that one game right there.
Now,
Wow, that's
I don't want to cut you off, but I gotta do.
No, go on.
Listen, yo, I swear to you, Ti, I knew for a fact that you was right, but I was wrong. But I didn't want to do it because I already put it in when I started thinking about the game. But I started saying, right, Chief, Ant-Man can't beat LeBron at like this, man. I'm gonna end it with this, man. And yo, I'm going with Ant-Man all the way through, bro. Go ahead, T.I.
But what did Ant-Man say at the beginning of the playoffs? He said he want all the smoke. He said he got nothing but respect for LeBron, but he want to be the one to send him home. He want to be the one to send Doncic home.
Yeah, man.
That is just bad. And what the best thing about what he did yesterday, he was aggressive all over the court. Every part of it. He didn't settle for the three.
We was up 11. We was up 11, T.I. T.I., we was up 11.
Yeah, and Benny, you know what else? He not only came into that offensively and did his thing. He covered LeBron the whole game.
Yeah, he did. I want that matchup. Yes, I do.
LeBron didn't even score the last quarter.
Hey, one thing I noticed, and it's a big controversy for me, and I'm not a LeBron fan. I love basketball. I like what he does. I salute him. I definitely do that. But I think J.J. Redick left the whole spotty five in the whole fourth quarter. They were tired. They needed subs. They played the whole fourth. They were gassed. Even LeBron said it. Like we were gassed.
That's because they're subs. Their subs, when they come in, they get smaller and they don't produce. Their subs aren't producing.
Man, sub at 9, there was 9 seconds left. They didn't need no sub, man. They needed him to show up. Man, it's 9 seconds. Nah, they comparing you to Michael Jordan, man. Trap got 20 bands on the line. It's 9 seconds left. Man, LeBron, you turned the ball over, man. 9 seconds, man. All you gotta do, we're down 1. 113, 114. Or it's 9 seconds if the game's in your hands.
Hey Trap, LeBron knew you had money on it. That's why he threw the ball away.
He threw the ball away. He knew it, Trap. He was no longer Trap.
Yo, that's nuts. That's what I'm saying. But I'm saying people are making excuses for LeBron. They're tired. You're making. You can't do that. You can't put somebody in off the bench that's been on the bench that time in 9 seconds and think they're gonna do anything.
No, I'm not talking about 9 seconds. I'm talking about in the middle of the fourth quarter. You got to give LeBron and the guys a break and then bring them back and let them finish the fourth. I'm not saying sub at 9 seconds. No way. But he needs a break before the end of the fourth.
Yeah, but if he would have let them, if he took a break at that time, they would have lost by 15.
They would have lost by 15. And that's a fact. That is a fact.
Well, when they was up by 11, they should have subbed them and got them some rest then. You understand? Because they was up by 11 and there was 3 minutes left. There was 3 minutes in the game left. You understand what I'm saying, Chief? They could have said, yo, come on out, it's 3 minutes. If we go down to, we're going to let them hold this, see if they can hold up the longest they can hold up for. Once we see the league get down to 3 or 4, that's when we put everybody in. But hold on, fellas, hold on. Because what if they would have subbed all of them, right? And the 5 would have came in and started playing hella D and got it down to a minute. With an up 11.
That's what I'm saying.
You understand what I'm saying? He should have took that game.
That's what's happening. None. And fellas, I want to say this right before I hang up. If you was Shador's father, not saying you're Dion, you're his father, what would you be talking to him or telling him about? What kind of confidence would you instill in him right now from going through that draft? What would you say?
Go out there and do your thing. The pick is the pick. You got picked where you're at. You're in the league. Now go show them why you should be in the league and why you should have been higher picked and just make your mark. And I guarantee you, wherever Shador lands and whenever he gets on that field and he takes over a quarterback position, He not coming off the field. He's gonna be productive in the NFL, and he's gonna use, and he can take this and use this as some serious smoke, some serious fire, and let that burn inside him and just produce and be productive. And as long as he does that with his head up high, he's got nothing to worry about.
And my perspective on it, man, I already posted it, man. I posted it when I watched his celebration campaign, and he jumped in the pool and he made a statement. Yo, man, I'm so proud of him as a black man. You know what I'm saying? You keep doing what you're doing, Shador. You understand what I'm saying? And I want all the young black men to look up to him. You know what I'm saying? Because he could have took this and it could have buckled him. You know what I'm saying? Because it was buckling me. I'm not gonna lie. T.I. tell you, me and T.I. been going back and forth, and that was since they've been buckling us. You know what I'm saying?
And you see that shit with that white dude prank called him while he was waiting.
Yes.
Yeah.
That was crazy.
That hurt.
That was crazy.
The coaches, one of the coaches, assistant coaches from New Orleans Saints, son did that shit.
He still showed even to the point where he realized he got pranked. He still shows some resilience even dealing with that.
Yes. And that's why I said
he showed how strong he was even dealing with that.
Yeah, they pranked him.
I didn't see that, Trap. What happened?
I didn't see the prank.
Some white dude called him acting like he was the New Orleans Saints.
Come on, man.
And none of Shador's camp had the phone number that called his phone. And he was acting like he was somebody representing the New Orleans Saints and telling him that they were going to pick him next. But then after telling him that they were going to pick him next, he said, but unfortunately, you're going to have to wait a little longer.
Yeah.
And then he hung up the phone.
Yeah. He was the son of the Atlanta Falcons defensive coordinator, Jeff Olbrich.
Wait a minute, time out. Was he trying to be funny?
Yes.
Yes.
What was that?
He was trying to be funny. It's not funny.
That's white America, man.
Come on, man.
Like there's no room in the league for that. And crap, like we talked about it, man. If brothers and sisters could take all their money and make their own league and say and go debunked against all the NFL and make their own shit, these rich billionaires wouldn't have nothing, man. They wouldn't have nothing except a bunch of dudes that look like they belong playing at the YMCA.
You said bump that little Pee Wee League or whatever they had going on, and they was looking at him like, no, it won't succeed. No. His league been succeeded for the past whatever years, and now all them other leagues want to piggyback and get up on him like, yo, can we get in on? Can we get in on your thing? He said, see, we can do this. And he did it.
Yes, he did. Yes, he did. And I said that when I seen him get picked, because I'm not gonna lie and I'm not gonna hold anybody. That shit brought a tear to my eye. You know what I'm saying? I was hurt as a black man. I'm not gonna lie. I was hurt. There was one time this is the first time in my life I was really, really hurt as a black man. You understand what I'm saying? You know why I was so hurt? Because I'm looking at my nephew and I'm saying, damn, Pop, you know what I'm saying? Damn, could this be my nephew in 5 years? Can they be blackballing my nephew like this? Can they do this to my little cousin? You know what I'm saying? Can they do this to my little, you know what I mean? My son, you understand what I'm saying? I started thinking like for the future, like if we let these people do this and we don't say nothing and we just sit there, we're just saying, yo, we're gonna teach our kids that they gotta stand down. They can't be arrogant. Right, Chief? Ain't that the word? That's what you would teach your kid, right? You can't be confident. You can't be. Nah, that's not what we're supposed to teach our kids. We're supposed to teach our kids exactly what Deion Sanders taught his son: not to get involved in gangs, not to be in trouble, not to be in the police, not to get wrapped up in girls and end up in rape charges and stuff. That's what he didn't do. So why did he get prosecuted? He got prosecuted, and we as black people, we sat around and we watched him get prosecuted, and everybody's just talking about it instead of everybody saying, yo, no, let's stand up for this and let's let the NFL know that they're not going to do this to another black man. Let's let the NFL know that they're not going to do this to our black people. They're not going to do this to no man. They're not going to do this to no man. They're not going to change the playing field. All right, you already changed it once we signed with you because we know all the rules and stipulations that come with it. But you're trying to change the playing field before we get to use.
They persecuted him for being himself.
Look at Kaepernick. He still got all that money, but they still got him to shut the fuck up.
And all of you saying nothing. Ain't nobody saying nothing, Cap. Cap, you didn't take a knee. Look, Cap, you got fired out your job. Everybody went on with their lives. Ain't nobody even talking about you no more.
Hey, hell yeah, Yoli. He's in the league now, and now he just got to show. He got to show what he can do, and he got to be productive. So yeah. Absolutely.
That's a
fact.
fact.
And the funny thing is, he don't even have to show what he can do. They seen it. They know.
All right.
That's the part. They literally know.
Hey, T.I., rap. You gonna wrap your wrap up?
Yeah, I'm gonna wrap it up with some baseball picks for tonight. You got the Mets against the Nationals. You go with the Mets, the Yankees and the Orioles. You got the Yankees, the Marlins and Dodgers. Got the Dodgers. Tigers and Astros, you got the Astros, and the Braves and the Rocks, you got the Braves. And then for the basketball games tonight, you got the Cavs against the Heat. I think, and Dennis was right. I think the Cavs is going to close the Heat out tonight on a 4-0 streak. So Dennis was right with that. And then you got Game 4 tonight, the Warriors and the Rockets. Jimmy Butler still might not play, but they got it done the other night without Jimmy Butler. So, and they're in Golden State. So, right now, Golden State's up 2-1. I think if Golden State goes up 3-1, it's a 6-game series, and they win it in 6.
Okay.
You know?
Okay.
Yeah. So, that's that with the sports thing. And be back with y'all on Wednesday. And other than that, hey, Steve, what you doing today? You coming down?
Nah, I got a few things to take care of.
Hey, yo, listen. Hey, when you're done doing your at the end of your sports thing, you gotta come up with something like "Hey, we out" or "Sports over," something like that. That'd be dope. You got great insight. You got all the information. That's just dope, man.
Yes, he does.
Off for something like that.
Yes,
that's
he does,
dope,
man. Yes, he does.
It's my first time actually listening, man. That's dope. I like this.
Yeah, man.
I appreciate that, Benny. I appreciate that.
We're gonna try to get better here. We just trying to enlighten the people on the sports a little more. You know what I'm saying? Because we are in the sports. You got to understand,
yes,
that's all me and T.I. talk all day. Whether it's boxing, golf, we're into all sports. You understand what I'm saying?
That's
so we
dope,
ain't no sports nigga, but I'm gonna tell you what, I almost won 20 bands off our smartness. You know what I'm saying? So I was knocking on $20,000 door last night like this. You know what I'm saying? I was knocking.
Know what I noticed? Know what I noticed? Good guy. Know what I noticed, Trap?
Yes.
From you, Chief, and I noticed that you guys. Now, what we just talked about with Shador has everything to do with sports, but has everything to do with real life and what we go through as
and that's why I saved this as.
So that was dope. Yeah.
Yes, that's why I saved this for him because I'm still want to continue talking about it because I don't want to let it go. I don't want people to think this is a issue that I understand what Yoli says and I'm for that. If you look on my page, I posted it when it first happened. I'm for him showing the lead why he should have been in the top 5 pick. But I'm also with letting the lead know, y'all can't do this no more.
And I'll check this out too before you get off of that. I'm like, look at that motherfucker Tebow.
Tim Tebow.
He was terrible.
Terrible.
Look where they pushed him.
Garbage.
Look where they pushed him.
To the top almost.
What did he produce?
Garbage.
Then they demoted him. You can't be a QB. You gotta be this or that. Now he's not. He's commentating. He's on TV critiquing motherfuckers.
Now, fellas, we talking about, son, keep your head up, do what you got to do with it. How about you as a father? How do you feel?
Oof. Hey, I'm going to tell you like this. As a father, I would have made a statement. And my statement would have been, I'm going to be real with you. Here, take that, Chief, for a second. I would have told the whole world, and I would have told them clearly, yo, my son, I protect my son through all of the rants and everything that's going on in this world. I protected my son. My son has levels. And he has excelled in everything I've asked him to do in life. Is my son cocky? Yes. Is my son arrogant? Yes. But his numbers prove that he can be. This is what I would have told the world. And I would have said, for y'all people, the NFL, the team owners that sat in them back rooms and conspired to not teach my son a lesson, you teaching me a lesson? That was wrong.
What happened to him shouldn't have happened, and now he can turn that negative
to a positive. Yes,
for the positive, 100%.
But Ti, I agree to that. But what I'm saying is, yes, we can all push Shador to do everything, and prove everybody wrong. But what about the end? What about these teams that sat in that back room, Ti? What about these teams that all sat on them phones because they was all on conference calls? Don't pick them. Don't pick them. Do you know the conversation? Do you know the teams that had to be shaking going, come on? You know the assistant directors that was in the rooms going, hey, stop listening to them. Let's pick the guy. You know how much that was going on? But the powers that be overrid all of that. That's how strong money is.
That's going to resonate in Shador's mind, and that's going to keep his drive going at every single game. Like I said, once he gets in that quarterback position, regardless of what team, he's not coming off that field because he built to play.
Absolutely.
He's built to play.
All right, if you're saying that he was built to play, why ain't 30 teams saying he was built to play?
They're not saying that. What they did, they not saying none of that. What they did, they did that to try to make, they did it just because they could. Because they could. There's no reasoning behind it. I can't even come up with a reason behind it. They did it because they could. They did it because they're a bunch of billionaire fucks.
And I want to say this. And I want y'all to listen, right? Because I was there in this era, and I seen all of this play out, and T.I. seen it play out, and I don't know if Chief or Benny seen it play out, but I witnessed every day Archie Manning threaten the whole NFL and the San Diego Chargers. He threatened them. He told them, right, Chief, if you draft my son, he will never put on a unit. And they still drafted him. And whose numbers was better at Ole Miss, Eli's or Shador's? Ti.
Whose numbers were better?
Whose numbers was better, Shador Sanders or Eli Manning's?
Shador's.
And look what they never said boo to Eli.
But Dion also didn't put it out anywhere that his son wasn't playing at no specific team.
I know, and they treated him worse than Archie.
He didn't say no shit like that.
That's the point I was trying to prove.
What said was his son wasn't playing nowhere on the West Coast.
Yep. Now, come on, people. Let's look at that and let's look at that and say, wow. Archie Manning did it to his son. And shout out to Archie Manning because I'm definitely a Eli fan and I'm a Peyton fan. You know what I'm saying? I bet you don't know his other son's name.
Nope.
What's the other one's name? He was a football player too.
Shiloh?
No, nope.
Shiloh.
Nope.
Yeah, Tampa Bay signed him. He didn't get drafted, but Tampa Bay signed him.
Shiloh, no, no, I'm saying it was Shiloh.
No, we're talking about a third Cooper.
Yes. I knew T.I. was going to do it. Shout out to Cooper Manning.
Absolutely.
That's my guy.
Yeah.
That's my guy, Cooper Manning. He was a wide receiver. Peyton used to throw the ball to him. I remember they were showing the clippings because he was supposed to have been an NFL player too, but he chose another path. But what I was trying to say is that, you know what I'm saying? They treated Archie Manning and Eli's situation. Look what they did to that situation. But to come to a fault, right? They had a different NFL. Who was the commissioner then? Robert Stern? I mean, not Robert Stern. David Goodell?
Rodell? No, was it Rodell? Paul Tagliabue.
It was Paul Tagliabue. It was a different ownership then. So you could go back to that and say, oh well, the ownership was different. Our teams to boycott nobody, da 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 da. But this league, so what's his name? What's the new director of the NFL?
Roger Goodell.
Roger Goodell. Hey, Roger Goodell, man. You showed everybody that you're racist, Roger Goodell. You showed everybody that you don't care.
He's
only the spokesman for the NFL, but he got people to listen to. He got to listen to the owners. He got to do what they say.
Right.
Wow.
Hey, keep T.I. on there, Trap.
So you're saying they bullied him?
I'm not saying they bullied him, but he's just the spokesman for the NFL, and he got to listen to the owners.
Hey, Trap, do me a favor, Trap.
Yes.
Keep T.I. on here, man. This dude pronounced every syllable and tagliable. Keep him on there.
That's right. He knows when he gets to a sports guy's last name, I don't know how he must pronounce this name before he says it to me. I go, wow, how does he get this name right? Kasizibu. He knows all of it, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, Chief, he knows I swear to God, that shit be tripping me out. And I'm glad somebody picked up on it, because I always picked up on it. I just didn't want to say nothing, Benny. Hey, Benny, you see how he does that, Benny?
Yeah, he's correct. He's good. He's good at it, man. Hey, I like this session, man. This is dope, man.
Yes,
it gives you so much more. It gives your podcast so much more of we're serious over here. That's dope.
Appreciate that.
That's dope.
Appreciate that.
Yeah, it's just that, it's just we talk sports so much, man, right? And when I seen other podcasters talking sports and stuff, and I said, wow, why not? We can't do it. I know I can call Tap. I can call guys. I can call real sports guys, man. That can really know a lot about sports. I can call my cousin Dennis. Dennis knows a lot about sports. You understand what I'm saying? You know what I mean? I can call them guys. You guys was bookies. You know what I'm saying? These guys, I call them bookies that was in the can. You know what I'm saying? That's how I'm trying to win. Hey, yo, shout out to everybody in the chat. But I want to tell you, I'm going to give you something.
You be like, yo, how do you know that? How did you get the stat? What the fuck?
Yeah. All right, so I'm about to give everybody some game right now. So if you know somebody that was in prison, and if they was the bookie, you need to call them and ask them a 4-pick. I'm telling you, if they ran the tickets in the federal jail, the state jail, training school, wherever they ran the tickets at, right? Let me tell you something. I guarantee you're gonna win some money with them. Real talk. You know what I'm saying? Real talk. So I just want to give you some game right there. So if your cousin, auntie, somebody was in jail, ask them was they the bookie. If they was the bookie, get a pick 4 from them. You understand what I'm saying?
T.I., what do you tell them about the picks?
Listen to me, but don't listen to me, because you'd be butt naked and burger, babysitting some bears for some buttered biscuits. Damn it! and listen, hey Trap, before I get off, man, you better leave that serial killer alone, man.
Hey T.I., you want to go hunt for him?
You crazy motherfucker! You know I ain't. You know I'm not leaving.
He thought about it.
He said I'm not.
Hey yo, shout out to everybody in the chat, man. Hit that like button, hit that share button, hit that subscribe button. If you ain't subscribed, man, go subscribe right now.
All right, man, I love you, brothers, man. I'll talk to you later, man.
Yo, love you too, brother.
Appreciate you guys.
Peace. Hey, yo, no, I just got to say, man, I want to thank everybody, man. Everybody that comes in the chat, man. Everybody, man, we chop it up, man. But that's Shedeur Sanders, man. That was something that really touched my heart, man, and it hurt me because I started thinking about my nephew, man. Because my nephew's really going. Damn, man, do I gotta teach my nephew to dumb down? I'm not teaching him to dumb down. He gets straight A's in school. My nephew's respectable, just like Shedeur Sanders is. You understand what I'm saying? Now, if Shador Sanders was any which way in some shit, Chief would be sitting here telling me, nah, but Trap, he got wrapped up in this, man.
That nigga,
you know what I'm saying? He be telling me, Trap, you can't, nah. I'm telling you.
And Shador's been around some motherfuckers all his life, you know what I'm saying?
Superstars.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Not just his dad. He's been around some people. Like, he's in rap videos. He's in a video with Dolph, you know what I'm saying? And he's been around and seen some things and kept his nose clean.
He kept his nose clean. And that's one of the things that
shout out to his guidance.
Yes, man. That's it. Shout out to his dad, man. His dad. That's not his guidance, his dad.
That's what I meant.
He said it. He said,
know,
yo, my dad. He
shout
said,
out
yo,
to his guidance.
He said, much as you can think about, yo, this is what made me really, yo, this is how I love this. Shout out to my father. Yo, he started saying that his dad was in the NFL, but his dad, you would think that his dad would be in the streets. And
I know my dad got a whole lot to talk about that shit right there.
Yo, let's call him. Yes. Yes. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Yes. Yes, man. And if you got some insight on the Shador Sanders thing, you can contact me. You can call me. You want to put some insight. Yo, you know what? I would love to hear from the truck. You know what I'm saying? So Woods, I would love to hear from the truck today. You could Bluetooth your shit right there. And
hey, what's up, man?
Yes.
Victor Brooks.
Big Vic, what's up with you, man?
Hey, man. How y'all be, man?
What up, Dad?
Hey, man.
You on the chat.
You live on the
pod. You on the pod.
You live on the chat podcast.
I should have called you a while ago, but I was like, I know my dad got a whole bunch to say about this. But, Dad, we was talking about Shador. What do you think about that whole situation?
Oh, man. I think it's bad, but I think it's good. I mean, for me, I want to prove everybody wrong because I know Tom Brady went in the 6th round. So if I'm him, I let it fuel the fire. But a lot of it had to do with Deion and his personality and, just
what did he do?
Huh?
What did Deion do?
Well, I think a lot of people feel like Deion has a lot of influence, his voice, his platform and stuff. And so, like, basically, if he feels like Shador's not getting a fair shake, then he's going to put him on blast. You know?
But Deion's a winner.
Yeah, I mean, but
so Big Vic, what I'm getting out of this? It just hit me. It just hit me when now I get what teams, what they're thinking. What he just said was that teams are scared that Shador ain't do nothing personally. They saying all these teams are saying he was a great kid and all of that, right? But do we want to be at the end of the backlash of the prime time if we don't do what the prime time is expected us to do of Shakur Sanders? Is that what you're saying, Big Vic?
That's exactly what I'm saying, and you got to put color into the mix too.
Wow.
You know, that's an issue.
I just thought see, we was all sitting here all morning and we was thinking about, why did they do this? And people were saying controversy and then we was starting to think about what he did and you put it in way perspective for us.
Dad, somebody's talking shit in the chat. A female said, Grand Rising, Big Vic.
Yes, Grand Rising it is. Both ways.
Here you go. This is where he get it from. Big Vic. But Vic, Vic, it was a sad moment. It brought a tear to my eye, but it brought rejoice because I know that he's gonna prove everybody wrong. But what it did was it made me really want to stand up and really speak about this because this could be my nephew. In 5 years, this could be your nephew, your grandson. This could be your granddaughter. Could be any one of us. So what I'm saying is if we don't stand up and say something to the NFL like, you can't do this to our children because you understand what I'm saying? A personal thing you got against the father. But after you giving me that insight, I can understand where a team's going, man. I don't want to draft from
Bronny. Look at what happened to Bronny and LeBron. I mean, everything was correct in what Stephen A. Smith was saying. Do I need to sign something? But what he was saying, but Bronny's not showing up, and LeBron being a father, I would have did the same thing.
So if Chief Stunkin ball, would you have put him in the MVP?
I'm definitely going to step up for my son.
Yeah.
But Shador, I don't think he needs to be protected the way the Bronny needs to be protected.
Because he's better talented.
Yeah, very talented, but
I'm not saying that line.
Black coaches don't get the same affordability of mistake making. Then most of us are one and done.
Mm-hmm.
So again, with Deion's big platform, I'm sure he's going to call out a lot of what a lot of people might not want to say about the NFL. And I guess I'm going to get in trouble now by saying things that I think thought a long time ago. We have enough black power, money-wise. Money's your power, black people, that we can go do our own NFL, the nigger football league. But we're so busy trying to get in with them and calling that a measure of success. Every time you call me, Trap, I always give you those metaphors that my aunt gave me. And for Shador, my message is, if 100 people slam the door in your face and say, you ain't good enough, nigga, we're going to go on to 101, 102. And when it does open, dump shit on them. Show them, man. You know?
Mm-hmm. And even though you said that, Dad, this is why I feel the way I feel. And like, genuinely, when I saw his celebration when he got picked finally.
Hell yeah, that boy.
And even though I know on the inside, I don't know him personally at all, but even though I know on the inside, he was probably still hurt, but he still celebrated like he went when he was supposed to.
Right. And I'm hoping, praying that he's... No, Chief, I give Lamar a lot of criticism, but I applaud Lamar because Lamar wasn't supposed to be a quarterback. You know, they don't want to... Your quarterback, remember, your quarterback represents your city, your town. It's the face of your town. And a lot of cities, let's call Cleveland out for what it is, one of the most racist cities. Your quarterback represents... He's the face of your city. So you got a black man that's the face of your city.
And look what just happened in Cleveland.
Yeah. And look, Philly, it makes sense. Baltimore, it makes sense. Washington, it makes sense. Other cities around America, they're not ready for it yet.
They want a white quarterback.
Absolutely. Look at what New England just did. They just traded Milton to Dallas for a 7th-round pick. That boy was, and they're just basically saying to me, making the white boy comfortable, saying this is your team, and you don't got to look back over your shoulder. Any of us that played sports, if Vic, you was a point guard, when you know you got another good point guard behind you waiting to take your spot, you always looking over your shoulder. So I think they eliminated that problem for him. He don't got to look over his shoulder. All you got to do is go out and ball.
And that's all they expect out of him. Wow.
Yeah. Wow. Yes, sir.
Well, thank you, Big Vic, man. I appreciate you, man. Every time you come, you drop a jewel on us, man. And I just felt, Big Vic, man, that man, us as blacks, man, we got to stand together and we got to do it now. Look what they're doing. And I also got to say, too, Big Vic, yo, I'm proud of Shador, man. The way the resiliency showed. You know, understand what I'm saying? Because the average, you got to think about what they did to him.
Yeah.
They crushed his.
No, I like it. What another thing that makes me like it even more is because as much as they talk about his cockiness, he didn't show no attitude.
Nothing.
He didn't show no attitude.
Nothing.
But as someone
I think that speaks volumes.
If you play sports, to me, Trap, I'm 66. I'm still busting niggas in the ass out there. I let you know when I'm going to give you the business. You have to come with a degree of cockiness. You have to come up with that degree. You don't want to just beat people. I don't want to just beat you. I want to take your heart. I want to make you feel like you don't have a damn chance in the world. You know?
Hey, Dad, not to cut you off or whatever, but Uncle Benny's in the chats. But I said it from the first time I seen when we played me, Trap, Uncle Benny, our boy Dame. We was messing around in the gym playing ball. But Uncle Benny reminds me, his game reminds me of you. Like you would love to play with Uncle Benny. Pause. I'm telling you.
Yo, Big Vic, you still play?
Benny's in the chats. Benny's still.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I try to get 100 shots in. At least 100, 200 on Saturdays and Sundays, man.
Oh,
so
Big Vic's a shooter.
Yeah, I'm a one-dimensional player. Just let me set my feet, and I'm gonna let you know. But I also see the game. You know, I'm gonna let you know when I give you the business.
Yo, what's funny is Because my dad don't look like, if you prejudge somebody, my dad don't look like his game.
And that's the shit that used to make my blood boil. Like, yo, I'm not just gonna beat you. Hey, Trap, when I let it go, one of my famous sayings is eat it.
Eat it.
While it's in the air, I'm telling you to eat it.
Yeah, man. Ant-Man did that to my $20,000 last night. I put a ticket in. I was winning $18,000. Yeah.
Congratulations, you guys, on getting your nod for the pod, man.
Thank you, man. Appreciate it, man. Definitely appreciate it, man. You know, we're gonna come harder. We're gonna win it next year. But, you know what I mean? It's trials and tribulations we gotta go through. You know what I'm saying?
We just gotta do some more of what we do. That's all.
That's all.
Yeah.
But we need y'all in the chat to hit that like button, hit that subscribe button right now. You know what I'm saying? Put us in the algorithm. Big Vic, I appreciate you.
I can't wait to see you guys live, man. I'm planning a trip this summer.
Yes, we're definitely gonna
We're gonna get you up here.
I'm gonna have my father too on the show. We're gonna have you both pull up, man. You old nasty motherfuckers, man. You two motherfuckers together got 50 kids. You understand what I'm saying? You motherfuckers. Yeah. You two motherfuckers are crazy. I want to ask you two nasty motherfuckers in your nasty ass minds. Did you think in your nasty ass mind, what did you think your sons was going to be? That's all I want to say. And this goes to all the women so y'all can see where we got it from. You understand what I'm saying?
I tell you, when I look at what I was doing and how my kids acting when I was doing what I was doing, yeah, that's about right.
Yeah, so that's what I'm trying to say. So we trying to elevate, try to make these kids. They can't make the same mistakes we did.
Nah,
they can't do that, man. That's a bunch of. They got have no more room to go out. The people already congested in the streets. You know what I'm saying? They don't speak English at AutoZone. They don't speak English at Family Dollar. They don't speak English at McDonald's.
They took over.
Right? They're taking over all these places I can't go in. They get no food
and
now.
then they tell you they don't have to speak English.
How do they tell you they don't have to speak English?
So next time you hit me up, Trap, you know what I want to talk about? I want to talk about women raising men and how that shit is working out.
I don't think that could possibly happen, but I'm saying I don't think a woman can ever raise a man, bro. That's just me. That's just me. Because a woman say that.
Well, there's a lot of women out there that done good jobs without the father being around, and their son are excellent men.
Yes, but
and
they
one
say
of them
that.
is in the chat right now. Yoli's in there.
All right, but they say that.
But I understand what you're saying though in that context. But the way you said it, some people might take that a whole different way.
Nah,
it's made to sting. That statement's made to sting.
Yeah.
Because when it stings, it makes you think. You know, it's just like your kid is playing Xbox and you tell him to take out the trash and you come back and he's still on that Xbox and you raise your voice a little bit more and by the third time you're like, get the fuck up and take. So that's shocking. You need that. You need it because sometimes when people say things softly and passive, you don't hear it. But when it's right in front of your face, then it's louder.
A woman can't teach a man to be tough. I don't care what nobody says. You can teach him the smartness of toughness, but you can't actually teach him how to be tough. You can't teach him actually how to be manly. You're not a man. I can't teach my daughter how to be a woman. I'm not a woman.
Right.
I can teach my daughter woman ways.
Right.
Women ways. I can't teach her how to be a woman. So a woman can never teach a man how to be 100% man.
And if that's the case, why are so many of us as males doing a shitty job at the way we treat our women? After all, we're being raised by a woman. So next time, let me give you a couple days, and because it's watching my boys. You know, it's really hard for me, and you know, I know the ones that I've been in their life and I've done my part. I like what they are, but I just, you know, my shortcoming is not being able to be there and do that for all of them. But
yes, and that happens. But Benny, you got a question?
Yeah,
Uncle Benny's on the phone. He got a question. Hold on.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Tell your partner so he can hear me. Next time I hit a shot, I'm gonna say eat it. Tribute to you. How about that?
He said next time he takes a shot, he's gonna use your line. He said he's gonna.
I'm gonna use eat it. How about that? Ask him, can I use it? I'm gonna use it. But one thing I want to say
I'll
is.
let you later.
All right, man. Love you guys.
I like
congratulations again, man.
All right, thank you.
Hey,
All right.
hey, Trap, I love his insight on what he said. I didn't even think of this. What he said about they're going to have to deal with the father if they treat his son a certain way. Wow.
Yeah.
That's a fact.
That's tough. I didn't think of that.
Hey, Benny, how do you feel about a woman raising can a woman raise a man?
You know what's funny, man, and it's weird, and this is coming from me. My mother literally raised me because dad and stepdad, in and out or whatever they were doing. They came in and gave me insight and everything, of course. But the majority of times, even today, women predominantly raise a man.
All right,
there
but
are more times than
all
a
right, but
woman.
what I'm saying to you, right, Benny?
About it.
Benny, when you was fatherless, where did you get your guidance from? Manly, from the streets?
From my uncle.
Exactly.
My uncle,
a man,
and his friend, which was a man. You doggone right.
So what I say is this, Benny. A woman can't raise a man to a certain level, but when a man has to stray off to get his manly advice, he always strays to another man. Now, what man does he stray to, and what advice that man gives him and molds your son to be, that's what your son is gonna be. You understand what I'm trying to say, Benny?
No, that is the truth. Because
so if I stray out, right, Chief, and I reach out to you, I don't got no father, and you're telling me, yo, man, you gotta stay in school, Trap. Yo, Trap, I expect this out of you. You're always putting this in my head. I'm gonna be a good kid. But if you're telling me, yo, man, here, take this pistol, man. Here, take this package. Take this package. You understand what I'm saying? Take this, take that. You understand what I'm saying? That kid's gonna go to jail. 9 times out of 10, that kid's gonna go to jail.
Oh yeah, Yoli.
My son is a military police officer, and he also his own LLC. Yeah, I'm not saying that he's not a successful, but
he could be successful.
But I'm telling you, Yoli, right?
Yeah.
Your son reached out to somebody.
She's just speaking on it. Yeah,
oh yeah. Oh, all right. Oh yeah.
She understands. She said other things in the comment. She understands what she's saying, but she's just talking about what.
His accomplishments.
Yeah.
Yes, and I'm proud of him. And I'm glad that he's a military police officer. You should be proud as a mother, Yoli.
Definitely. Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying? And but what I was saying is that when we got these single homes and these kids don't have fathers, these kids that without fathers, yo, they stray out behind your back. Behind your back, they're getting their advice from a man somehow. Whether it's good or bad, they're getting it. Yeah. Whether it's their uncle, their coach, another man with testosterone, they're not going to their mother saying, yo, mom, yo, I got this girl, man, I'm trying to fuck her. You think they're going to another man.
We know the difference, but do we know the difference? And I know you guys do. I mean, if that's a perfect question. Name some of the things that a man can teach a boy that a woman can't.
You said what?
Name some of the things that a man, I don't care if it's your uncle, cousin, whatever, that a man can teach a boy that a woman just can't.
Oh, what to stand up for and what not to stand up for. What hurts your pride and what shouldn't hurt your pride. See, a woman can't tell me what hurts my pride. Because she don't know. She's not prideful. She's not a man. But another man can tell me, yo, I can understand how your pride could be hurt, bro. Yo, your pride shouldn't be hurt because of that, and tell you why, different reasons why your pride shouldn't be hurt. So he gives you a clear understanding as another man. But a woman telling you your pride shouldn't be hurt because you're looking at her like you're only saying this because you're my mother. You're not a man.
But the difference between like your emotions and then the actions, how you supposed to even deal with that as a man. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
And I want to say this real quick. And women, we are not downgrading what you do. We're just saying the difference.
No, and I don't want no woman to think that I'm sitting here saying that your job as a single mother, you can't raise no king. Of course you can. There's a lot of women out here raising kings. You understand what I'm saying? You can always do it. I'm not saying you can't, but I'm saying you need help. He's getting help from somebody else. You might not know it, but he's getting his manly testosterone from some other male. You understand what I'm saying? And you need to tap into what male he's getting that from if you are a single mother. Because you want that male to be a positive male. You don't want that male to be somebody somebody saying, yo, take this pistol, take this
Dope
package.
message.
You
That's
understand what I'm
crazy.
saying?
Yeah, that's
Dope
crazy.
message.
Because like my situation, I was raised right. You know what I'm saying? But where I
Right.
didn't have my guidance as far as leaving off my street, the influence that I had outside of 11 Appleby or 77 Cowie, you know what I'm saying? I got my influence from other
The streets.
men or people that I
Yes.
looked up to that wasn't what I came from or where you know what I'm saying? Where I was laying my head.
Same shit, Chief. Chief, it's it. Yo,
Right.
man, I'm telling you, I'm not a rocket scientist, and I don't try to be. You know what I'm saying? I hate when people say, "Oh, that." Yo, I made a lot of mistakes in my life, but yo, during these mistakes, yo, I can seriously sit back and I can reflect my life, and I can see where I went wrong. I can see where all of the pitfalls, all of the snakes, all of the temptations was there. I can see that now. As I stand as a grown man, I can see that. So when I tell somebody something, it's because I seen it. I seen that
Try to
shit.
get
Chief.
them to see it.
Yeah, I be trying to see it. So when I tell the youth, when I'm talking to the youngins, and I'm telling them, yo, I think, yo, when you out here fucking these bitches, yo, I used to do that shit. But that shit,
Now-
shit gets, you know what you get? You get a terrible name. And you don't even know it. Because there's a good girl
Now-
out there that might want you, but she sees that the whole city done ran through you, through high school. You understand what I'm trying to say? And yo, we don't get that. We don't get that until you get that good girl and she tells you that.
Now check this out, Trap and Chief. Now this, I can't see the comments because I'm at work, but this goes out to the women in the comments. By a show of hands, would you like?
Bone, we're live on the air, bro.
You live on the air?
Yeah, I'm gonna call you right back.
100% right, yo, Lee. But that's definitely what Trap just said a little while ago. Like us men do get it from
Benny.
Other men. Pause.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
All right, nah, go ahead. I had
Directly from the father.
go ahead, Benny. I didn't hear you. What would you say?
Oh no. What I was saying was this goes out to the women in the chat right now. I can't see it because I'm at work, like I said. But by a show of hands, would you allow Chief or Trap to talk to your son? Like, would you allow that?
Would they
By
allow,
show of hands.
would they allow us to talk to their children? I've always
Yeah,
extended
just you two men.
I've always extended my arm of invitation to anyone that needs me to talk to their child, and it's not sometimes about I'm not going in there deboing. So I don't.
Right.
That's not my tactics. That's never been my tactics. You know what I'm saying? When I first started doing this before, I'm not tooting my horn before everybody. There wasn't nobody in the jails doing this. The cops came and got me out of segregation and asked me to do this. You understand what I'm saying? When everybody thought I was selling out, oh man, you up there talking to them kids. Then next thing you know, I see everybody trying to get in the program. Now I see guys out here doing my stuff that they was in jail. I love them to do it, but I just see them same dudes doing it now. The same dudes that was telling me, damn, Trap, you going up there to talk to them kids? Because that's all we used to do in there. Yep. Shout out to all the guys, Wayne Wright, Louis Samaglio, Anthony, Richard Razzo, Chris Courier. There was a lot of us that but these are the first guys that I was with that did it. It was me, Chris Courier, Richard Razzo, Wayne Wright. You understand what I'm saying? It was only us. You know what I'm saying? It was that was us that started. But now, I'm glad. One thing that I'm glad about, and nobody never talks about, right? Yeah. You hear me, Benny? And none of these guys, and none of these guys that was locked up are gonna even tell you this, right? But they're not gonna say that Trap opened that door up for everybody to do that. I know. You understand what I'm saying? They're not gonna say, yo, Trap was the one that took that leap down that favor to the door when Loggy and Cabral came to my cell and said, yo, we got a job for you. We want you to talk to these kids. You ain't getting nothing out of it, but we'll write you a letter for your parole hearing. You ain't going for parole until another 10 years, but we'll look out for you when you go for parole. That's all I had hope for.
Yeah.
I was the only one. When they was going to everybody else's cells, nobody wanted to take that job. But none of these guys are gonna tell you, yo, Trap, after Trap did that shit, that shit got me out of jail. I went to the SCORE program. Nobody's gonna tell you that. Nobody out here, none of these dudes out here talking to kids. You ask them, you bring them in my face, and I guarantee you, they're gonna lie. What they gonna lie? They're not gonna lie. They're not gonna lie. You understand what I'm saying? But what I'm just saying is, and I'm not trying to take no, you know what I'm saying, from them brothers, but I'm just saying, you understand? You don't never hear them say, yo, I watched Trap go in there for years talking. You don't never hear none of them in their speeches say that. They'll rather say, oh yeah, the CEO helped me get right and this is why I want to. No, nigga, I watched Trap go in there. I watched them write Trap parole letters. I watched them get Trap out of shit in there when he was in trouble. That's why I went and did that program. Nobody's going to ever say that shit. They're never going to say that shit. They're going to be on them podiums and talking about changing their life. They're not going to say, yo, I had to watch Trap do that shit and learn how to talk to the youth. Or I watched Trap. Or when I first learned how to talk to kids, I was with Trap. I was sitting there quiet, scared to talk. Scared to talk.
Wow.
These guys were scared to talk. You understand what I'm saying? Not saying everybody's scared.
What's funny about that, though? Because that made me think about when I went to that school with you. And you did what you did when you spoke to them kids.
Yeah.
But before that, I never knew you had any experience at doing that at all whatsoever. But when I'm watching you do that shit, I'm like, pause, but I'm like even blown away even more. I'm like, oh shit, these kids is fucking this. I'm like, yo, you had that shit. Yo, that shit was dope.
Everybody that's
you
ever
reached the
watched
kids,
me.
they understood the message
Yeah,
and all that or whatever. But even though that happened, I was just like, yo, wow. I was like, yo, this nigga need to be doing something else or whatever.
Yeah, everybody says that. That's their calling. Everybody always tell me that's my calling, but I really believe in that because I did it for years in prison, and I really give them real life. Yeah. I'm not going in there sugarcoating. If you don't want your kid to hear no swears, you don't want to hear your kid talking about when we was young, when we was fucking crackheads and we was doing all these nasty shit. I don't want to talk to your kid. You understand what I'm saying? I don't have parents tell me, I don't want them to hear that. Okay, go ahead. I'm cool with that. Because let me tell you something. When you sitting there being nice to your kids, when they're out and they know everything. These kids know everything. You sitting there, you thinking you being all respectful and nice. You don't want to swear in your house and stuff. They're going to another house hearing all the swears. They're going to the other house smelling all the weed smoke. They're going to the other house to smell. Sure. That's a fact, man. For sure. I'm telling you this. So stop. Don't do that with the parents with me. You know what I'm saying? And I also, one thing that I hate is when a parent comes to me and says, my kid's not like that.
What? You don't know your kids.
Yo, parents, I want to say this. Please don't ever say to somebody that your kid's not like that. Because let me tell you something.
They're different.
Before I end this, I want to say this. When they are not with you, they're not little Samantha. They're not little Ronnie. That's a no-brainer. That's a no-brainer.
Hey, fellas, real quick question. 30 seconds, actually. A little kid is in the store, and you see him cussing his moms out. Say if he's from 8
I don't
to
care
11.
what he is. I'm saying something.
Hold on. You see him in the store, and he cusses his moms out. And then his moms tell him to go to aisle 8 to pick up such and such. You follow him to aisle 8. What do you say?
I say, yo, you cannot reward him. If you keep rewarding him with stuff like that after him not listening, he's never going to listen to you. You're never going to get control of your children by rewarding them for failure. You know what I'm saying? That's what I tell my kids all the time. See, my kids, you know why my kids are so spoiled? They don't fail me. My kids don't fail me. When I ask them to do something, they do it. When I ask them to listen, they do it. If I call my daughter, she's going to do it. You understand what I'm saying? If my daughter, if I called her and say, Adriana, can you take that post down for me? I don't like that. She's going to take it down. She might not like that.
She's going to take it down.
But she's going to take it down.
She is going to take it down.
You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So you know what I mean? And that's what I pay for. I'm paying. This is what I love. That's what I reward. I'm not paying for. That's what I reward. I'm not rewarding. That's you. I'm going to reward mine for respecting me. I'm going to reward mine for listening to me. You understand what I'm saying? I'm going to reward mine for respecting me outside of my presence. That's the main thing. If your child is out respecting you outside of your presence, reward that child, man. Real talk. That child deserves a reward. But Benny, I gotta go. I love you, man. I appreciate you.
Love you guys too, man. Love you, Chief.
You already know,
great, man.
Yo, I just want to thank everybody. That's our time. Your peace and love. I'll see y'all tomorrow, same time, same place. You already know, man. It's the No Longer Trap Podcast, man. Let's get it, man. Shout out to Jumanji and his Sports Jam jump off, man. I swear to God.
Jumanji, my apologies for interrupting you.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, he said you're getting trapped now.
Don't yell at me.
Yeah.
Please don't hit me. Pause.
He did a subtle. Chief. You're getting like trap.
Yeah.
You're getting like trap. He thought you was gonna get the hit. And you're like, huh?
It was just that I got my pause, but my passion came out about what I was saying.
And that's what it is, and I want people to understand that here. We never just cut each other off on purpose. You know what I'm saying? I never do it on purpose. I do it because a lot of times I don't want to lose my chain of thought. You know what I'm saying? If I sit back and let you finish, I
have 50 questions and can't remember none of them. I mean, or whatever. But we gotta get
and
right.
We do that with each other a lot. But we're so used to it.
Yeah.
No matter if we're just in the shop and you're cutting.
Because nowadays a different.
You understand what I'm saying?
At the movies, from the grown-ups asking the young men to keep it down so they could watch the movie with their kid and they stabbed them. Oh shit.
Nah, but that goes to the older people too, yo. They ain't just to these youngins. Stop blaming these youngins. Let me tell you a story.
The YNs.
Let me tell you a story. I was getting ready to go real quick. Hey, yo, you older people, stop coming to comedy shows. Yo, we could boo that motherfucker if they're not making us laugh. Don't come in there, look at everybody turning around going, don't boo her. No, she's not making us laugh. I remember when you used to be able to throw apples and oranges and stuff. Tomatoes and stuff. Yo, stop being all soft-hearted, man. Yo, back when if you was a comedian in this city, you got boo! Boo! You motherfuckers are sitting there looking at me like, they're not making you laugh. We paid $40 to get in here, man. Yo, stop that, man. Yo, we gotta stop that shit, man. For real talk,
you gotta be like Del Palo.
Pay $40 to get in there and get in. You're paying the comedian. Nah, man, that's why we got all these trash ass comedians, man. You motherfuckers are feeling all sentimental for these comedians and shit, man. Y'all are feeling all sentimental for these motherfuckers. Fuck out of here, man, Chief.
Yeah.
When it wasn't funny when I was growing up. Boom!
Yeah.
You got booed off.
Oh yeah,
Chief.
Watson Apollo, fucking all of that.
You can't even boo a motherfucker off no more, man. Hey, y'all, I'll see y'all tomorrow, man. Same time, same place, man. Y'all already know, man. Fuck out of here, man. We should be able to boo them. We paid $40 to get in this bitch. You're sitting there telling me a Tom and Jerry joke, motherfucker.